Hi. I'm gonna try this job and see how it goes. We're gonna see. How's it going? Oh yeah, this thing's dirty as hell. Uh-oh, let me check my sound. Ah, nice. Yeah, I took a nap and I'm like, oh man, now I'm wired. Hopefully that's good. Right, right. I'm glad I'm up too, because I was like, I'll probably, you know how you get up sometimes and you're like, okay, well, I ain't gonna be up that long. So, hi, Hanzo. Oh God, I miss you. I need to be playing that dang game. I'll be back. I'll be back for the lunar eclipse. Promise. I just missed so much of the current season. I'm like, I'm not even gonna. I ain't even gonna trip about that. So yeah. And thank you for subbing. Now you're gonna have to deal with me for 3 months. Oh my god, that's crazy. Good luck to you. I feel like this thing is getting dirtier as I spray it. Like, what the hell? What are you up to? Are you on plane right now? This is why I know where all the once human people be at. On here at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what time you were at, but right now for me it's like 3:30. Okay, that don't look too bad. Let me see which one I got on. Let's go to the 15. Yeah, baby, there we go. Now we're making some traction. We would have been here all day if I would have used that other one. Ah, nice, nice. Are you on the East Coast too? All of y'all East Coasters. Yep. I figured. I had my little taste of East Coast time zone for over the last weekend when I was in Pittsburgh. Didn't feel too bad, man. Didn't feel too bad. Man, it's gonna take forever to clean this thing. This thing is dirty. I bet it is. I've been on PST my whole life, man. Okay, well, we got one down. Two down. Alright, alright. I like that. I like that. Come on, baby. Give me that last one. There we go. There we go. sometimes, like everywhere, sometimes you want to change time zones for a bit. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, we're getting to that time over here for us where it starts to get dark like really early in the fall. Like in Seattle, it'll be dark at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, 4:30, 5 o'clock. But during the summer times, it doesn't get dark here till like 10 o'clock at night. So I'm definitely gonna miss that. That is something I really hate to give up. Even though I like the fall, but still, getting dark that early is like, ah, you know what I mean? Do I have a little, I should have a little stool. I know it's lame. They didn't give me no stool, they just gave me a ladder. Okay. I guess I could do with that what I need to. Oh, I can't even use that here. That's for over here. Oh, we'll put you there. Well, Fear, I hope you have a good day at work. I know you about to get it in. Where else does he have dirt at? Really? Oh, I see it. Damn it. There we go. Gotta shoot him in his ass crack. You're gonna be a lazy employee today. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Every job I've ever worked, if I had to work on the weekend, you already know it wasn't gonna be a lot getting done. That's just me. It definitely ain't gonna be a lot getting done if I gotta come into work on a weekend. That means somebody either screwed some stuff up or, or some real interesting staffing issues. Make sure I get his whole ass, so therefore You know, go send me through no more problems. Get right in the crack. He said it's like a mild protest for having to work on the weekends. You get half out exactly. That's how we do this, okay? You're definitely not getting 100% out of me on this weekend. Unless I'm covering a shift, because I ain't gonna do people like that. But outside of that, negative. Oh my god, really? Come on, man. Alright, I think we might be good with that. Let's go to the next one. Ain't nothing wrong with him. Hi, Phantom. I took Pop-Tart off so I can do my videos, my YouTube videos, and I forgot to put them back on today. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put them back on at some point today. I just forgot. Cause I would record my videos and his little butt would be just talking away and stuff. I'm like, listen, hey, check it out, Pando. I'm trying to record a video. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I had to shut him down one time. This dude is harder to clean than anything else in here. Like, why did I choose this one? I don't know why I chose this. What the hell was I thinking? I don't even know what I was thinking. Where else does he have anything, man? Okay, up on his arm. Jeez Louise. Ding. Where else? I don't see nothing else on him. Oh, really? Oh, you little sneaky thing. Okay, I'm not gonna deal with that. I just have to remember I gotta go back to this one. There we go. Sheesh. Let me go do that other one too, because I don't think I did that bottom part. Nope. See, slacking. Both sides. Yeah, that looks nice now. They might be able to put some water in this thing when I'm done and make it look nice. Maybe. Maybe. Hi, infamous French guy. How you doing? Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
How's it going? Good. Of course. Oh, I'm doing good. Relaxing, enjoying the weekend, pressure washing. Or what they say, power washing. Chatting with my once human peeps. Okay, good. Not good that you're not from France, but good that you told me. Ah, so what do you do in other streams? See, now you got a tell, see? Well, welcome to the club, man. We have a lack of brain cells too, especially me at 3:40 in the morning. While I'm trying to pressure wash a fountain with gnomes on it. You're in good company. I am. I'm sure you can tell. Yeah, yeah. Because no matter how much I use the Apple Music, not exactly. Listen, so my iPhone does that, right? Anytime I try to type in all, just like, you know, all of the above or anything where I'm trying to say all, I don't know what the hell it puts, but it will not put all, and I'm like, I have to rewrite that so many times. Like, you know I'm trying to put all, like, what the fuck? Apple hates me sometimes, and that's okay. You know? You just gotta let it do what it do. Every single time, I swear. Okay, I'm gonna go around and I'll do the gnomes last because they seem to take a long time. It's still in your recent. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Yeah, me and Apple, we fight all the time. That's all I can say about that. And they're not getting my iPhone 13 Pro Max either. I don't care how many times they ask me. They've sent me so many emails for this phone. I'm like, what the hell is in this phone that you guys want so much? Because what? You oh my god. Yeah, it's not fucking with the US, it sounds like. Yeah, I've thought about switching just to an entirely different phone, period, because of how irritated the text messaging on the iPhones make me. Like, I need like an aftermarket keyboard on that thing or something because it makes me super mad. Say hello to this flag. UG date of use November 13th, 2024. Said it's hanging in there. You better be careful. It's gonna be gone before you know it. Then you're gonna be like, where the hell are all of my flags? Like, what? I think Apple hates everybody. Apple hates itself too. That's why they keep releasing the same damn phone over and over and over. I just stopped. I refused to even get another iPhone after the 13. I was like, you know what? I've been doing this for a number of years now, and I'm just done. I'm done. Of course, exactly. They hate everything. That's not their crappy phones. But I can't complain too much because I still have the damn thing, and unless a side T-Mobile Sidekick comes back, it'll probably be the only phone that I use. So we gotta have some other technology come out. Not jobless orgy. Alright. Interesting. It's sometimes forcing me to have Apple with a capital letter as if I'm trying to say their company name. Yeah. You know, they think they're prestige. They're like, oh, this person said something about an apple that they have to be talking about us. At least it doesn't like automatically pop iPhone in after it, but I think if you use predictive text, it probably would. Try typing in Apple next time and try to use predictive text. It's probably gonna say iPhone. Right. I know, man. I miss that stuff. I know we didn't have like a gazillion apps and stuff all on the phones back in the day, but man, I had just enough. I think that was more than enough. I'm from the day and age where our first cell phones, we couldn't even take pictures on them, you know? We could, only thing we could do is dial numbers, do like, little text codes, and fucking play Tetris, man. I'm from those days, so when we were able to get cell phones that actually could take pictures and send pictures, that was crazy. Because those old Nokias didn't do none of the such. %30 on settings. I mean, I can kind of see that. I could see that. I could probably see that for myself. I need to go look at and see what my times are, because I know I be in them settings all the time, farting around trying to fix stuff, change things. Crazy. I will say, you know, ever since you know, the whole app situation is and social media and all that stuff came about, I definitely don't talk on the phone, nowhere near as much as I used to. I remember having to wait to have, like, you know, free talk time, and like I couldn't wait every night till like 8 or 9 o'clock to be able to talk freely on the cell phone, and now I'm like, I barely even talk on the cell phone. You know, a lot of us, have become a little antisocial, you know, and I mean, it's healthy to a degree, you know what I mean? To a degree. Like, I'm glad that people are kind of getting into understanding their solitude and all that stuff, but it could also be very unhealthy. But I still think we had a better time before social apps, though. Definitely. Plus, you could go really do things and enjoy things and not worry about, like, who sees it or who doesn't see it and all that stuff. Oh, it's not gonna come from any of that. Is that what you're saying? I don't know, man. But yeah, I could be on my phone right now playing some little random games, but I'm like, I want a power wash. It's kind of therapeutic in a way. I think all simulator games are for me, so I've been doing my thing, playing these guys for a little minute now. It's like, I stream certain games all the time, and then there's the games that I play when I'm like just bored at home or I want to like chill. These are the types that I play offline. So I'm like, why not just bring this online a little bit? Because other people have to like some type of cozy games. He said, definitely not for me knowing German song Erica by heart. Alright, let's get these guys. Yeah, their ads be crazy, man. And really not even relative to Twitch content either. Before I got the Twitch Turbo or whatever, I forget who I was watching. I think I was watching Queso. And it was just like the most random ass ad. Like, what? Like, can you guys at least make it make sense a little bit? Right, nobody wants to buy a Subaru. That's funny, but it's true. It's like, relax. Okay, we know that this shit exists. Like, fucking leave me alone. Gosh, yeah. Their ads are nuts. And the later it gets on Twitch, the worse they get too. And YouTube, we're not even going to talk about their ads. They're getting outrageous. But, you know, that's what we gotta do to stream, man. Absolutely, and that bad boy, you can go buy a Honda Civic right now, and damn near doesn't really matter how old it is, and I bet you that bad boy's gonna run. It might have 350,000 miles on it, but it don't matter. It's still gonna push to wherever you have to go. Yeah, Hans'll do that. I need to do better at being on there. I started, like, my streaming over there, and I've totally neglected it for, like, shit, how long has it been? It's been a long time now. It's been, like, sheesh, almost a year. Or over a year. But I used to be stream on TikTok every day. You said you could buy one for $500 and it will last me like a good 50,000 miles. Exactly. And when you do have to fix it, it ain't gonna cost you an arm, a leg, and your soul. 'Cause they're abundant. He said to the end of the universe. My oldest son, he wants a vintage pickup truck. And, you know, I was like, as long as you ain't gotta be putting a whole bunch of money in that thing, get it from somebody who took care of it or whatnot. Yeah, he definitely wants the older one. Yeah, you know what, that's true. It's not all got that like weird lifted up stuff on it. Yeah, you are right. That's true. Yeah, like 70s and before. He's a vintage type guy though. He likes everything vintage. Paintings, his cars, clothing style. Well, his clothing style is kind of, I don't know, it's vintage but mid I don't want to say mid-century. I know that's not the term, but his aesthetic, he has a certain aesthetic. And yeah, he wants a vintage car. Yeah, right? I love it, because then he ain't gonna be asking me to go buy him no $50,000 car that's just a hunk of fiberglass. It's gonna crap out on him at a couple 100,000 miles, maybe. If you're lucky. I'm Team Acura. I've had my Acura for years. And I still love that thing. She's beautiful, she works perfectly fine, and she loves me. Datsun. Okay, so I think I'm good on that part. So maybe I just go around this way. You said I've spelled it 3 different ways because I can't fucking remember Datsun. Them old ass Toyota Corollas be they got a long lifespan too. They don't age well in the looks department, but they stick around for a good while. Something that's cheap to repair. Yeah, I don't see a lot of them though. So you could be right, but then again, you know, we had a lot of cars back in the day that we just don't have no more. But I guess it depends on where you live too, because you know, we're in an area where there's a lot of older people who, you know, they ain't giving up they cars, you know, so they still have all these old classic cars, and you know, yeah, there you go, like old foreign cars too. I remember those Datsuns freaking zipping around town. Now, when I'm done doing this, I'm gonna go look some up. I forget what car my friend's... Oh, my friend's mom had a Geo Metro. Oh my god, that car, it was so annoying. We just wished that thing would break down, and it just never did. That Geo Metro kept going forever. We was praying she got a new car, man. Come on, what did I miss? There we go. I don't know. Honda, do you know what subsidiary owns Datsun? Man, if DJ Akuma was in here, one of my friends that come in and watch and stream with me sometimes, he is big into Japanese cars and stuff, and he actually just moved back to Japan, and that fool knows all the doggone cars, man. Nissan. Oh, good. Yeah. Like my baby. My beautiful kiddo. Oh no, my Acura is Honda, right? We'll talk about Nissan. You could tell it's too late for me to be online. I can't even think or talk right now. You said you know nothing about car history. Okay, at least you're honest. You're like, I know that you could drive them, and that's it. Come on, I didn't hear my ding. What's going on? What's going on? Where's that? Oh, there you go. The most I know about car history is that the second year, the year hit 2010, everything went to hell. Yeah, it did. Not only just in, like, the longevity of cars, but also in the style of cars. Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't like those boxy ass cars in the, in the 90s and early 2000s or whatever, but I don't know. I think that they skipped a good era and just went directly to whatever they thought was resembling of futuristic, and it was a miss. Yeah, man. And then right now, like, car parts are crazy. If you have any foreign car right now, this is not a good time for nothing. There we go. Bugatti. Right. Did this one bing? I don't think so. Nope, it didn't. Come on, give me the bing. There we go. That's how you know you're in business. If you don't hear that ding, that means that your ass ain't getting no cha-ching. Hey, we need money. There we go. That's better. Okay, did I go all the way around? I feel like I might have. Okay, I gotta get that dirt off of there. I think I need to use this one. Uh-oh. This one. There you go. Alright, let's do all of these guys now. He says, although I do kind of want a Ford Escort, but I don't want to die from its fuel tank position. Yeah, that's not a good deal. You know, I don't even know, like, what car I would get if I were to get another car. I'm just so happy with what I have. I don't know, I just kind of never been the type to, like, want to, like, upgrade. If I just don't see a reason to upgrade if there's nothing wrong with my car. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need anything new that bad. Like, I will run mine till the wheels fall off. Like, there's gotta be a really good reason why I, you know, get another car. Especially since because I don't have payments either. Like, I don't really want to get into that. Ask the last 2000. 2001 Honda Civic. Hates to see you coming. They're like, oh man, I know this guy. He's taking us home. Crazy. I love it. But at least you know what you want and you know what works. You ain't gotta put nothing in that baby but gas, man. And keep your fluids up and you're golden. Let me see, I can't see that comment, hang on. It says, I'm not even kidding when I say one of them had duct tape for a window. I don't know. It's probably one of my auto mods. $250? Man. People would kill for that. I'm telling you. It's like it's a blessing not to have freaking car payments and have to go freaking get your shit fixed all the time, or this happens, that happens, and they just they ain't built good no more. Somebody, you get into a fender bender in one of these new cars, you might as well total that baby out, you know? Not even the BMW 328 in my driveway can compare, in my opinion. And I think that's the thing of 2000. Yeah. My Acura is a 2015, but I had a BMW before my Acura. And I bought it like really new, the same year it came out. And after like a couple years, my transmission just tanked, man. It was funny too because it was right after my warranty ended. I was so pissed, and I've been in my my Acura now for 7 years, and I haven't had to do anything to that thing but get its maintenance and stuff together. And somebody broke into it a few months back, but other than that, like, I've had to do nothing to my Acura. It's been just the perfect automobile for me. That's why I can't really think about like what I would want after it, because I can't think about not having it. I love that car. Toxic. That is hilarious. They want you to get an EV Subaru. A Forester. So you can zip around town like all the other people with EVs that have an issue trying to charge their cars and shit. There's some New York guys running through the city in a boat and a magnetic mine. Oh, hell no. Yeah, they definitely don't even need to be playing that either right now. Ain't nobody thinking about going to nobody's military the way our country's looking right now. Like, relax. Let me do this section by section. Not they got you in the Pokemon too. Damn. Speaking of Pokemon, they just opened up a new flagship hub out here. I was like, all that stuff that they was crying and whining about with Pokemon Go, like a few years ago, just to have a flagship freaking base here in Seattle is crazy. You said it was a Subaru ad followed by a Navy ad followed by a Lyft. Followed by Listen, I'm telling you, I told you, their ads have no rhyme or reason. They're like, okay, somebody's on at before day in the morning. Let's just show them cars and cars and Pokemon. Like Pokemon, okay, I can get with that. But who wants to see a Subaru at like 4 fucking o'clock in the morning? At least it's 4 for me, but for other people it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. They should have like a coffee ad or something, you know, for people who gotta go to work and stuff. Nobody wants to see a Subaru right now. Like what? Happens and lands on the streets of New York. Right, nobody... This is also true. Like, actually, you know, I'm good. I don't really need to see that. Especially not an EV. Like, I get the concept, and I know that they want it to be, like, the thing to save the planet and all that shit, but I think what would actually help save the planet more is for them not to just mass-produce shitty cars. We don't need more cars on the streets. We need cars to last longer. That's what we need. I believe it. I think everything that we do that is rooted in something good, it also takes from another area. And not saying that, you know, those guys ain't good or whatnot, but I think that we pay for it in a different way, you know. Amen to that. Make it better. Yeah, you know what I mean? It'd be nice not to have to buy a car every 5 years or whatever the case, or, you know. I remember back in the day, if you hit one of them old school cars in the 90s, them fools will run around with that little baby dent in their car for another 10 years. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it was. You know what I mean? But the car didn't take much damage, you know? It's good. I said it'd be nice not to not have to buy a car every 5 years. But also be nice not to have everything be as... Oh, yeah, that thing, too. That, too. That's crazy. Yeah, once we get hydro cars, it's a wrap. I'm like, you guys can have these roads. I'm good. Fuck off. Yeah, that's why... Well, there's a million reasons why I will never buy a Tesla, but what I don't like is that, like, even with my Acura, in 2015, like, it has OnStar and all that shit on it, but, like, I didn't have to have a subscription service to actually drive my car. You know what I mean? And I would never pay a subscription after you done paid all that money for the car itself. That's crazy. This place starting to look a little nice around here. I like it. Yeah. I could dig that. Hey, what am I missing on this thing right here? Right here. Subs for car Wi-Fi. Oh my god, yeah! And then, you know, they're trying to put all this Starlink in every freaking thing. I'm just sick of it. Like, man, I don't know. I don't want Starlink on nothing. Nothing of mine. I use Starlink on a daily basis. Yeah, you probably have the internet service. Yeah, the internet service I don't think is bad, but I think it gets to be a problem when you have to have it on all of your devices, like your car, all your stuff. And like here in the US, the Starlink service is not, it's not like a standard residential service. Like you either have to be commercial or you have to pay an exuberant amount of money to use it. And I think if we were going to do something really good with that, then it would be at an affordable price where people could actually afford it. You know, not everybody has a couple grand to dump into that. Unless, like, you saved it, of course. Yeah, I just don't want it on my phone, and I don't want it in my car, but I was actually going to work for them this year for Starlink here. Their hub is here in Seattle. So yeah, I know a lot about their service and what they offer, but it's very different. The service here is very different than other countries. And a lot of other countries really depend and rely on it. And we have, in the US and where I live at, we have a ton of providers. But it would be nice to have it if you're like on the road and stuff. You know, like if you travel and all that stuff, because it's satellite service, so it works differently. But, you know, as long as it works for those that it's intended for, it is what it is. I know it's just a money-making machine for the exploration of Mars. I know that for sure because, like I said, I was going to work for them. So I had to go through a lot of stuff to deal with them. He said my area, there was literally one provider, HughesNet, in the entire region by a few $100s. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they offer, in certain regions, they offer like what we would get from our normal providers here, like with the exception of Xfinity, which is also Comcast, which is also same as Cox Cable, all that stuff, right? Like I have Google Fiber for my internet, and I don't like any giant corporations, especially not those, but it does help when it's not a monopoly. And I remember when I first moved here, you had to have Xfinity or you had to have like a smaller service that was nowhere near as good, and you definitely couldn't do no streaming or nothing like that on those services. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I get it. It sucks when there's a monopoly for sure. Cali. Yeah, I'm from California and I remember that shit. I remember when we had a monopoly with cell phone carriers. And then they ate all these internet providers. They ate up all the small companies. I remember we used to be able to get like unlimited freaking gigs and stuff from small companies. I forget the name of the one company I had when I was in Vegas. But I paid like $50 a month and I never had to worry about my internet. And I could unplug my router and take it wherever I was going and still have internet. What the heck was that called, man? I forgot what it was. Your buddy has Starlink and pays like $100 a month for it. with like low internet speed. That's crazy. I have about a gig and I have gigabit service from Google Fiber, and I pay $70 a month flat. Xfinity was charging me over $100 a month, and I had constant issues with those guys. But for my first like 9 months with Google Fiber, I didn't have any issues. But I have started to have some more recently, and it's so annoying. It's really annoying. He said, I need to know what you mean by low. How low can you go? Oh my god, that's crazy. How could anybody be selling anything under... That shouldn't even be sold. Like... That's crazy! I'd be pulling my hair out. Literally. Yeah, I'd be one mad son of a gun for that low of internet. You can't really do anything. That's like watching Netflix or maybe streaming on a couple devices and checking your email. Like, that's all you can really do with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wish that my Google Fiber would give us more than 2 gigs. They said that it's supposed to be coming in the near future. We don't know how near that is, though. They always hit us with the near future stuff, and it ain't happened yet. What am I missing on these guys? Oh, duh. That little sneaky spot right there. I gotta pay attention to that. I'd be forgetting about these little small places. You know what I mean? Okay, well, we know that's... Look, we know that side ain't even done yet. Thank you for following me and making us laugh and think about all the nostalgic things. Now I'm super happy I came on tonight. Yay! Look at 180. I love it. You helped me reach my goal. And Hanzo's on, and Fear came on earlier. Now I know where all the night owls are. Or shall I say early morning people.
Emotional damage!
Right. Oh, I always use the wrong one. That ain't the one I need. This is the one. You know what? Let me try some stuff because I have other nozzles and I have a soap one and I have some cleaner. Is this considered glass? This is stone. I ain't got no more of that left. There we go, stone cleaner. Let's try this. Alright, y'all ready? Let's see what we could do over here. Oh yeah. like that. That's worth the $10 it costs. Okay, let's see. It still ain't clean enough. Am I out of liquid? Yeah. Dang, it doesn't last long though. Dang it. Ooh. We'll do that. I want to try this one. Oh, this is too wild for me. This is for like these bottom areas, maybe. Yeah, it's too wild. Yeah, I can't even control that. Nope. No thanks. It took 15 seconds for them to mention the name of the company. Like, if I wanted to buy something, I ain't even gonna buy it now because now you pissed me off. Yeah, they got me on here because I was so sick of those ads that I had to, uh-oh, what happened? There we go. I had to do, get, what you call it? Hey, what happened? Why are you not working? Oh, I'm down on the ground. Duh. See me over there tripping? The perfume ads. The perfume ads, they be so dramatic. Like, what's with all the drama? You know what I mean? Okay, I guess I can change that back now. They be so dramatic, man. They're like mini movies. You said they're so bad, you're disappointed. You'd rather take the Subaru ads? I don't know if that's true, man. At least I don't have to listen to anything bank related. Oh God, those are the worst. Especially when they're like, we're always here for our members. Like, shut the hell up. No, the hell you're not. You're here to get paid. That's what you're here for. You're not here for your members, man. Stop lying. Okay? Looking good, looking good. Exactly. Yeah, it is. Usually my human mod is in here and catches all that stuff. So do you stream? Or do you game? I never understood that. You know, I never found it appealing that they have to look like they're having either the worst day in their life or like they're just oddly irritated, mad, and confused. So I don't know who said that that should be a fashion staple, man. I don't know. I just always thought they looked funny because they were always so like, they always look weird. Or they're like, especially like the perfume ads and fashion ads, they're always like running from something or in some weird ass predicament. I guess that's what they think regular people's life is like. I don't know. I game instrument relocation. Okay. Cool. Cool. Like, how am I supposed to see all this little bits of shit, man? Thank goodness. Okay, let me go back over here and stop being silly. Stay on my same little path. Look, I'm making some leeway around this thing. I thought this one was gonna be quick. I've been on it for an hour now. This is also quicker with other people. Me and Mullet were playing this today, and we was getting through some stuff. It still took us a little while, but not that long. It could be, though, because I need to upgrade my power washer, though. Which is coming. Matter of fact, how much money I got? I should have enough to do that now. Okay, well, it was nice to meet you. Hopefully you pop back in one of these days. I'm not usually on this late, but, you know. Yeah, whenever I am on, pop in and say hi. And have a good, I don't know if it's night, morning, where you at, but enjoy your day. Look at me being fancy. I got a whole new power washer. Yeah, baby. Let's see what it do. Okay. Kind of like that. A little upgrade. Hanzo, do you know when they're gonna start the lunar eclipse back up? Okay, that's when I'm gonna come back on, because I want to play that. And I'm so mad because I only played Way of Winter because I wanted to get those two silos so I can complete my, you know, my meta bounty. But yeah, I couldn't dedicate the time to it. Ooh. Well, we need to figure out the server situation too, because Game Ender's like, where's everybody at? But Yeah, I'm definitely doing that one. That's probably one of my favorite events. Yeah, I can honestly say that is my favorite event. I want to know how they're gonna do it with Halloween too. Are we gonna get some extra funny, spooky stuff or what? They have been nice. That's gonna be fun. I love when people that you know start playing a game that you play. Or when you successfully convert somebody over to playing it and they're like, oh my god, I love this game. You're like, yeah. That's what we be doing to people on Warframe. But Warframe is complicated. Like, you gotta... It's another one of those games where you have to dedicate a lot of time to it. He said one of them follows a stream group, so he'll get high populated server. I know that's right. That's what I like. When we were in Endless 001, that server was fun because it was so packed with people. You know what I mean? There was no event that had popped off that people weren't doing because it was so packed. You didn't have a choice. Everywhere you go, it's an event. That's the first time I've ever been on the first, within the first 5 servers of opening. So that was crazy. Every day that we got on, I was just hundreds of people on. I had never seen that before. Yeah, me too. I like how continuous everything is with Endless. Like, there wasn't like a waiting period. Come on, jump. If you wanted to continue, like, getting your goodies, you just go ahead and go to another area of the map. You know what I mean? I think that's how they should do Lunar. Just have different areas where it's happening all the time, where you don't gotta wait an hour or 45 minutes. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to finish this thing tomorrow. It's doing its job, making me very sleepy. What is that? That's a weird shape. The only thing that sucked about the Lunar one is when you got to a certain level, those metas, man, oh man, they were whoop my ass. So I started, like, I realized real quick, like, you gotta start hitting them up or going to the low areas to get them to kind of beef yourself up before you know what I mean? Because they were extraordinarily hard. Even at normal levels. They were like one-shotting me all the time. Okay. Yeah, let me know because you already know. Cause I'm not hosting no more, sir. Like, what you call it? So just make sure y'all got a hive to bring me into, and I'm happy with that. Cause I don't want to be keeping up with people. You know what I'm saying? And all that stuff. You think they got nerfed? Okay. I hope they do come back with something different because they were extraordinarily hard for me. And a lot of people, even Kane will game ender. Even they were like, fuck man, this is kind of tough. So I'm hoping that they did nerf those and they're coming back with a totally different type of monster or whatever. Or something that we already have that is maybe just, you know, lunared out. I don't know. But, yeah, not those metas. Oh, gosh. I need to go check and see if they had a dev stream. I didn't get pinged or nothing, but I also haven't looked. Heck yeah, I don't feel like doing that. I think that's part of the reason that, you know, I was like, let me just take a break and go live life for a little bit because I already had so many things happening and going on, and then I gotta like I don't want to necessarily say hold everybody's hand, but there's a lot of people who play but don't kind of want to take the time to learn how to play the game. And I will help out as best as I can, but there's a certain degree of, you know, hey, you gotta want to play the game. Shit. To be frank, you know what I mean? Like, some people just get it and some people don't. And that's with any game. I'm like that with all the games. Like, I'm gonna show you the ropes, homie. But I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it every single freaking time we play. Like, you gotta retain some of this info now. But I do enjoy playing with us who, like, you know, want to play. Why am I so... What am I standing on? Oh, duh. Sit down. As soon as I join with them, we're going in a lot. Okay, well, you let me know. Because I can't wait to play Lunar again. Get all of my decent mods. I hope they bring the crates back where we get mod stuff and blueprints. I'm so pissed that they took that away with Gravity Inversion and with Endless. I really enjoyed, like, getting mods and stuff by fighting, you know, the elites and all that shit. And doing the silos and finding crates. That way we ain't gotta gamble all day long trying to get one damn thing. That was starting to suck. Four. Okay, let me get off of this damn game. Cause look at this. Look at all this I got left to go. My goodness. That's gonna take me 6 years. You said they nerfed those mods too at first. We was getting nightmare mods. Right. Yeah. If they're gonna be taking everything away, they need to give us something back. You know what I mean? And I don't mean some little fluffy BS. They need to give us something decent. But yeah, ping me, let me know. I'll be on, I'll be streaming tomorrow morning. Or today. But yeah, hit me up, let me know. And I'll be ready for Lunar. I'm gonna try to find out some more about it and go look at the updates and stuff, but have a great day at work doing nothing. Just like we like it. Okay, let me know. I'll see you later. Bye.